everyone, meteorologist Eric Faulkner here with an update on the latest winter storm. You can see that there are winter weather advisories, watches, and warnings stretching from the plains to the south all the way up into the mid-Atlantic. And I want to zoom into Memphis right now because Memphis just had a decent snowstorm earlier this week, and now they're contending with some freezing rain. You can see the pavement temperatures at this location, 28.9 degrees. So any of that precipitation that's falling is freezing on contact here. And looking at the forecast heading into this afternoon, we're expecting grips to drop as low as 0.26 in the Memphis area. And then once we head into this evening, surface temperatures do start to rise above freezing, which will help there. And it looks like the Public Services Department in Memphis has put down some treatment. So that should help in the short term. But we're looking at some messy conditions in Memphis until we get into the evening hours when Mother Nature helps to warm us up and helps to start melting some of that frozen precipitation naturally. We've got some snow in South Dakota right now. That's going to be moving into Iowa, Wisconsin, Illinois as we head into the evening hours. And then eventually tomorrow morning, all of that moves eastward into Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Pennsylvania, the Mid-Atlantic, and up into the Northeast. So the one thing I want to point out here, though, is the blue on the map. So that blue is signifying pavement temperatures, the temperature on the roadway. And if you look at the legend down here, blue is 30 Fahrenheit or below. And a lot of these are dark blue, so a lot of them are 27 or below. So the road is going to be very cold, and that's going to support snow sticking on the roadways pretty quickly once the event starts. So there will be some melting initially, and there will be some melting due to traffic, as there always is. But snow is going to start sticking pretty quickly in these areas on the roadways. So they will definitely need to be treated due to not only the cold air temperatures, but the cold pavement temperatures with the cold filtering in behind this system. So if we go to one of the locations in Columbus, we can see that the snow begins just after probably around 11:30 this evening, then picks up in intensity in the overnight hours, and then starts to die down around 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Now, there will be some lingering snow, as you can see, due to some lake effect and some scattered snow showers behind the system. But the main event will last from about 11:30 to about 2 p.m. tomorrow. And this isn't a massive storm by any means. We're not talking about feet of snow in these areas. Really, in Wisconsin, Illinois, we're talking about 1 to 3 inches. Parts of Ohio, maybe a little bit more once you get toward eastern Ohio, and then especially western Pennsylvania, maybe 3 to 5 inches. The big cities along the East Coast, probably about 1 to 3 with some heavier amounts in the interior. And then we've got some lake effect on the back end because the lakes are not frozen over yet because it's been so warm generally for this winter until the last couple of weeks or so. So we're talking heavier amounts likely in parts of northeastern Ohio and even western Pennsylvania here. This might be our last major winter weather event for a little while as Arctic air starts to move out by the time we get into next week and warmer air takes its place for much of the U.S. There will still be an active pattern, but a lot of the precipitation will be in the form of rain with the warmer temperatures. So we'll have to see what happens once we get into February, but it looks like we're going to get a little bit of a break as we move through the rest of the month of January.